Hi, my name's Megan Gallagher. I was Notre Dame class of 2016. When I first think about starting Notre Dame as a freshman, I just remember how incredibly excited I was to get to campus and for college finally to begin and meet my roommate that I had been chatting with and see my dorm and start classes. Distinctly, that first weekend was when Notre Dame played Navy in Dublin. And so I remember getting woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning, going down to the common area in our dorm and watching the game, and then going out onto North Quad and celebrating with everyone. I wasn't born into a football family. I wasn't born into a Notre Dame family. None of my family had been to Notre Dame. It was just an incredible way just to meet people and start off the year, and that excitement and that spirit of Notre Dame was something that really stood out to me right off the bat.
One of my favorite parts about freshman year was definitely the people I met. I found that most people at ND, especially the people in the scholarship program, I found that the same people I was studying late at night doing projects with in the library, I was also hanging out with on weekends and having fun and playing games.
I think that your freshman year or your first years of college are often the first time that you face really big challenges at a scale that you haven't faced before. And I sort of ironically think that being in Hesburgh-Usco really gave me the courage to face a lot of challenges head on. I think I felt like I had this cohort who believed in me and who wanted me to succeed and thought that I could change the world.
I think I just felt a lot of excitement. I worked on a malaria education program in South Africa. I interned at the World Health Organization in the immunization division, and I completed an internship the summer before my senior year at the CDC in Atlanta. So right now, I am a second-year PhD candidate in infectious disease epidemiology at UC Berkeley. I get to collaborate on projects that won't just sit in academia, but will hopefully be used by policymakers to advance our understanding of COVID-19 epidemiology.
So what I do now for my career is I work for Goldman Sachs in one of their divisions where they trade public securities. I'm using all of my possible brain power just to try and solve very consequential problems.
After graduating, I joined Amazon Robotics. I'm a software development engineer where I work on the robots that go into fulfillment centers across the world.
Now I work in consulting with McKinsey. So what really excites me about my job now is that I have exposure to so many different kinds of problems and different kinds of problem-solving techniques, different ways people think, different leadership styles. And I think that all of those things are really going to benefit me as I try to develop into a leader.
I'm working at GE Aviation. I'm in a rotation program where I also get to work on credit towards my master's degree.
Now I'm living in Washington, D.C. I've been working on Capitol Hill for almost 5 years now, ever since graduation. My portfolio is Sub-Saharan Africa policy, oversight of U.S. foreign aid dollars and USAID, global women's issues, and wildlife trafficking and conservation.
Now I'm living in New York City and working at the United States Mission to the United Nations. And what excites me about my job is the chance to be a part of and further the work of an organization whose values and purpose I believe in, particularly to be involved in work to promote peace and security.
My biggest piece of advice to freshmen would be to embrace the moment. Some of my favorite and most impactful memories were completely unplanned.
I think it's to go to office hours. I think I found office hours a little bit intimidating at first, but the professors at Notre Dame are genuinely so kind and interested and excited about being your mentor.
There's so many incredible opportunities on fall break trips, on spring break trips, for summer experiences, and to get funding to do really incredible things. Take advantage of those. It exposed me to new things. I got to travel to new places and also meet people that I wouldn't have normally met in my social circles or in my dorm or in my major.
Be open to new opportunities even though you are scared of failing, because the beautiful thing about studying in college, you have room to fail. You can fall and there's a cushion for you that's going to get you.
My advice for you would be to make the most of what Notre Dame has to offer. Reach out to interesting faculty, explore different social circles. I loved the Peace Studies program, including the people. So check that out. Check out Study Abroad. I loved the Jerusalem program. So congrats again to you, and I'm super excited for the path ahead of you.
I hope you come to Notre Dame. Go Irish.